Hey everyone, I picked up some old Hot Wheels here. This one goes back to 22. I say old because I actually bought these at retail outlets. So this has been sitting on the shelf for like 4 years. That's crazy. The other's not so long, but still, yeah, it's interesting. Where I live, Hot Wheels tend to clear out really fast. You can't even get the castings that you want because people pick them from the stores. I think the employees are doing it actually. I'm sure that happens in many countries. Alright, so anyways, I believe this is from the B case of 2022 to 25 of that year. It's 3 of 10 of the Baja Blazers. It's just listed as the Humvee. So I'm guessing this is the original H1 Humvee. I bought it because I think with the giant metal base, it might have good track potential. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell you anything about a Humvee on the back of this thing. And it says BF Goodrich there, of all things. Alright, so the base, yeah, is quite wide, like the real vehicle. Malaysia, AM General Corp. It's odd, though, it doesn't actually tell you it's a Humvee. Right? That's weird. You have all this space, and they could have easily written it there, but instead they put just a tiny exhaust pipe in there. So this does date back to 2014, and then, this is all the race suspension there. You have this central rib on the off-road tires to hopefully keep it to be fast on track instead of having the treads slow it down. There's a little groove in the tread as well. Oh, I've never seen these wheels before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spokes, but there's like obviously a flat area and then a raised like triangular area. It reminds me of like a Hella wheel, but a more modern take on it. And then the lip is painted black, and it's got like these little bolt details, like it's a bead locker kind of wheel. Interesting, interesting. So the body is all plastic and fuel filler, I'm guessing there. Oh, maybe that's the fuel filler. But racing stripes in a 54. Oh, there's a BF Goodrich thing. Alright, and then the corrugation stamped panels or whatever there. The little, I think that's a latch to hold the clamshell down. The air filter there. Turn signal, running light areas. The grill. It's a very Jeep-like grill actually. The recesses here, you can add some paint easily into all those areas. I don't know if that's a turn signal, I forget. And that side looks pretty symmetric actually to the other side. The external door hinges and door handles there. Okay, going to the rear, tail lights, and we have a tow, an actual functional tow hitch. So that's cool. And then we have maybe the antenna base, and then I don't know what this would be. Racing 54 and the stripes, yeah, that actually works pretty well. The venting of the hood, but why would there be this thing? It's a big divot. Not sure what that is. And I think maybe these are tie-down points, but I might be mistaken. It's just funny. It's almost a vertical flat, windscreen. It's so wide. So wide. The real Hummers are just crazy, crazy wide, right? There's just so much space between the passenger and the driver. Alright, well, curious what that'll weigh in at. It actually isn't as heavy as the size would make you believe, but we'll find out later. I believe from the 24L case, we have this Land Rover Series 2 with the windscreen down. It's number 5 of 10 of Hot Trucks, and there's the number of that. Nice illustration as usual. Yeah, sadly doesn't tell you anything else about it. Alright, so the base of this one is metal, and it does tell you what it is, so that's nice. Oh, it's a track star of all things. That is unexpected. I didn't see that when I saw it at the store. Copy of 2023, and it's cool that it has these two little side pipes. So the base of metal, the interior of black plastic, but then the top is also die-cast, so that's why I got it. For its size, it seems like it might maybe have potential to be heavy. So that's a really tight grille texture. The headlights there look nice. Turn signals are bumped out, so you can add paint to those easily. The license plate area, bumper, just straight across, alright. And look at this, you have traction, diamond plate traction pads here on the fenders and some sort of latches to hold the hood down. And then this is cool as well, the whole tire thing here. It's not matching these 5 spokes, they're painted in white. You can see the little treads here, but the center rib is what's really going to roll down a track, not all that would slow it down. Yeah, so that's cool that they have the little wheel here. Would have been cooler if it matched that, of course, but anyways. The windscreen down and actually Tampa printing on it. Let's see what it says. I cannot make that out, I gotta zoom in. Maybe it's this way. I'm gonna assume it says Land Rover, but I think I had it correct the other way. Yeah, so I guess that's some sort of Land Rover. It's just, I think they're literally joining. There's this swoosh throwing me off. Little rivet marks. Pretty nicely done, I would say. It's cool that it's got this surfboard here. It's got some nice little retro graphics going on and some rubber straps or whatever. Crescent wrench. Is that what they're called? I forget. Alright. Big box. What would this be? I don't know if that's a... I don't know. Just a storage box? Or a fuel tank? Flip-flops and the diamond plate pattern down here as well. Is this how I guess the real car must have 3 seats, but it's a 3-seat bench seat thing? Interesting. And it's nice that that actually has some spokes and detail, hinges for the windscreen, some 2 round gauges I assume, and then the various stick shifts, high and low and all that stuff. Alright, so it's actually very well detailed. Maybe a license plate, badge perhaps, tail lights, and then some tie down points, or maybe for a soft top, hinges perhaps. Yeah, that's actually really cool. That's neat. Alright, what is this last one? Mustache, I guess. 4 or 5 of Xperi motors, and then 73 of 250. Let's race. Is this a track star? No, I think that's a TV show because it says Netflix. Alright, let's start at the bottom. Alright, so it's nice that it tells you what it is. Copyright in 2023, plastic base, some sort of oil pan, I'm guessing. No Trackstar logo that I see. Drive shafts. Different sized deep dish 8 spokes. And they're a very fitting wheel. They look retro, right? They look like old cast wheels or something. The chrome exhaust pipe is nice. Some louvers here. And yeah, faulty free. 43, the Incredible Mustache Special. Interesting. It's a nice paint job. It's like a metallic gray, I would say. Or I guess maybe silver. Dark silver. The grill details here. Alright. And then maybe an oil tank. Okay, let's see. Racing stripes there. Okay. And then some ribbing here. And so there's 2 seats here. And there's bisected by this thing. And this thing, I guess, pivots out to become a mustache. So you put that up against your face. I'm not going to do that. And this little thing is an indent bump to, I guess, oh yeah, there's the indent right there. And it's on both sides. So it's a little gimmick, right? But, I mean, this one's for the kids. But it still looks like a old 1930s Grand Prix car. Yeah, like that. So, yeah, I'm fine with the gimmick. I assume they must have a colorway where this is brown. Other hair colors, maybe red. Alright, seems light. So which one do you think is going to be the heaviest? Look at the size difference, right? The Humvee's so wide and much longer. It's also taller as well. But we'll find out. I haven't weighed it myself, but I just by feel, I actually feel like this is going to be heavier, but don't know for sure. Okay, that's the weight of that thing. It is lighter. I'm way wrong. Way wrong. It's the density of this, but yeah, this actually is heavier. Interesting. I'm so wrong in most of my videos. It's embarrassing, really. I didn't even talk about the retro printing on the side of this thing. The little Hot Wheels banner, a very fine pinstripe there. Fuel filler perhaps there, and the door handle there. Yeah, I got distracted by so much detail up top. Well, for me, I'm really liking this Land Rover. It is just chock full of details, but also paint. So, yeah, this is a nice gimmick and all, but it's more for the kids, not for me. And I mean, that thing's cool, but I don't even know if that'll fit on the track. The width of this, I guess I should measure it. So, it's 34.6, and here's a piece of track. It's, I guess, gonna fit, actually. I didn't think it would, but yeah, it does fit. And it's not gonna wobble around, right? So, but it is gonna drag against the sides. We'll have to find out later on if that thing works well on the track. Thanks for watching today. Leave a comment if you like any of these things, and we'll see you the next time I review some Hot Wheels.